Have you ever noticed that two people can go through almost the same situation? One person can come through it being challenged and grateful and stronger for the experience, and the other person can go through a similar experience and be stressed, have a hard time getting through it, and have a hard time getting past it. We may be tempted to blame the second person and tell them to have a better attitude or just be stronger. But how much of this is really under our control? Is it all about attitude, or is there something more at work here? Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Scott. In my channel, I explore questions like these and help people build the lives that they want, more productive, happier, and less stressed. Back to the question of resilience. Is it all in your attitude? Science says no. Research shows that roughly half of what makes us resilient or happy is due to genetic factors that we're born with. Things like, are we open to new experiences? How drained are we from being around people, or are we energized by it? Another 10% is due to our circumstances, but 40% of what makes us resilient and happy is under our control. Things that can be influenced by our habitual thought patterns, our lifestyle activities, and the things that we do every day. What we choose to focus on, where we put our energy, and just basically how we interact with the people around us and in life in general. That's a lot of room to play with, 40%. So this video is going to focus on what we can do with that 40% to maximize it and make ourselves more resilient to stress and happier in the process. You ready? Mindfulness is a wonderful habit that can keep us more focused on the present moment. This means we keep our thoughts away from ruminating over the past or having anxiety over the future and be fully present with everything that's good with now. It turns out that if we can learn to retrain our minds to just focus on the present moment, we're less prone to anxiety, rumination, and things that make us less resilient to stress. This can build our happiness and life satisfaction and can train our brains to really focus on what's good in life. So regular meditation helps you train your brain and forge new neural pathways that help you focus away from the things that stress you and really hone in on the things that are going well in your life, resources you have in your environment, or just the present moment that makes you happy. This can help you be less prone to stress and stronger in resilience as well as happier. Some studies show that as little as 2 weeks of meditation practice can give you months of increased resilience. It's definitely worth a try. Even a 5 or 10 minute session can help you reverse your stress response and can help you feel more in control right now. I cover multiple types of meditation in other videos and articles, and I'll link some resources in the description below. Our social life is another factor that really affects our resilience, for better and for worse. So focusing on forging healthy relationships, honing your communication skills, and even setting healthy boundaries can keep your relationships happy, stronger, and more supportive. This can really help you in times of stress and build your resilience both emotionally as well as practically. Unfortunately, it works the other way as well. Having relationships in your life where you don't know if you can count on people, where you don't know if you're going to be torn down or built up from day to day, can actually be more stressful than not having those relationships in your life at all. So if you have a lot of conflict-ridden relationships, I suggest that you work on communication skills and find a way to make those relationships more positive, or limit the time and energy that you put into them. The idea is to have more time spent with people that is positive, that builds you up, and where you're contributing to them as well. All of this can help you have more fun in life and be more resilient in difficult times. Our experiences contribute a lot to our resilience and our overall happiness. While we can't control every experience we have in life, we can add more positive experiences by choice. Cultivating experiences that bring us happiness and joy can not only make us feel better in the long run and have greater life satisfaction, but it can build resilience towards stress. These positive experiences can give you a buffer to stress and help you be able to handle more before you get to that point of feeling overwhelmed. So it's said that money can't buy happiness, but actually research shows that if you spend money on experiences that bring you joy, that can contribute to your overall happiness. You don't have to take a luxury vacation to reap the benefits, although those are nice. But if you take a nice bare bones vacation, if you take a day trip, or even just a nice afternoon at a park, you can feel more happy and resilient to stress. The idea is spending time with people that you really enjoy, rather than spending money on a really expensive experience. Unless you have the money to spare, and then go for it. I would recommend taking an afternoon this week and going somewhere that you don't normally go. Whether it's a public park, whether it's a hiking trip, or it doesn't have to be outdoorsy. It can be a great restaurant, just something new that you've been wanting to experience. Give yourself that gift this week if you can. It can help you feel happier in the moment, but also contribute to your long-term resilience. Perspective matters a lot. Now, some of our outlook is heavily influenced by genetic factors. For example, how open we are to new experiences versus shying away from them is actually heavily influenced by our genetics. The same is true for how agreeable we are and even how conscientious. However, you can shift your perspective with things like optimism, gratitude, and having a growth mindset versus a fixed one. So focusing on the factors in your attitude and outlook that you can control can be really helpful. Maintaining a gratitude journal, for example, is one of those wonderful activities that has been found by study after study to increase your happiness and life satisfaction, as well as your resilience towards stress. Maintaining a gratitude journal for as little as 2 weeks can lead to improved happiness and increased life satisfaction for months. And this is true for resilience as well. So if you're already maintaining a gratitude journal, I suggest that you also count wins. Counting wins is where you look back over your day and look at what went well. Notice what you did to contribute to that and give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. This can increase your self-efficacy, which is your feeling of self-confidence, and it can also help you feel more grateful for the things you accomplished and the things that you have in your life. Studies show that this can lift your mood as much as antidepressants in many cases. This doesn't mean go off of medication if you've been prescribed some, but it does mean that this is a great activity to try as well. Small steps like these can really change your outlook and help you feel more resilient in the face of stress. It can also help you enjoy your life more. Our daily habits play a big role in shaping who we are. We may not notice that our thought patterns and the activities that we do every day really become habitual and shape how we feel about our lives. They also shape how we look at things. So it's important to notice what your daily habits are, what your habitual thought patterns are as well, and take steps to maximize what you can. Our physical habits, like how much sleep we're getting, how much exercise we're getting, and if we're eating a healthy diet or not, can really impact how we feel in the long term as well as the short term. We tend to feel more stressed, have a greater stress response, and take longer to get over stressors that we face if we're not taking care of those 3 things: sleep, exercise, and diet. But there are other habits that are important as well, like the stories we tell ourselves and what we choose to focus on. So try to notice throughout the day how you're treating yourself. Are you forgiving if you make a mistake, or do you beat yourself up? And how are you treating others? Do you blame people? Are you gentle and friendly? Are you forgiving? These are habits or patterns that we fall into that can be shifted and can really improve our quality of life if we do. So try to celebrate your successes and the successes of others. Try to make time for the people that matter in your life, and try to make sure that you have some habits in your daily life that bring you joy. In another video, which I'll link below, I explain how you can create an upward spiral of positivity by doing things that bring you joy, which will help you notice resources in your environment that you can capitalize on to bring more joy. This sounds like a simple process, and actually it is. So now that you know about it, I challenge you to do something today that brings you joy and see if you can make it a habit. A good coach or therapist can help you shift your perspective and take on new habits that can help you be stronger and more resilient in your life. You can also do things on your own, like maintaining a gratitude journal, maintaining healthy habits, or spending time with more people that you care about. Small steps like this can lead to great rewards. If you found this video helpful and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You can also click on the bell and get notified when I release a new video. I'll see you in the next one, and have a great day. Bye.